Hello everybody, we were just given a bunch of Battlefront 2 information, a little Battlefront 2 news about what's coming to the game in August, September, October, through December. There's a bunch of tweaks, a bunch of changes, a bunch of additions, maps and modes. Let's jump into it though. It looks like new locations for heroes versus villains will be added into the game. One will be a Separatist Dreadnought and the other will be a Republic Venator. The community transmission says, we've taken areas within both capital ships and turned them into playable locations that we believe will be great for the small scale hero gameplay. Do you know where my dumb brain went when I first read this little nugget of information? It was super early in the morning, I had not had my coffee yet, so forgive me. But when I read that the Separatist Dreadnought and the Republic Venator were becoming playable in heroes versus villains, my stupid non-caffeinated dum-dum brain imagined that you could spawn in as a Dreadnought or a Venator up in the sky and shoot down at your enemies. Example number 5127, that I'm an idiot. The next change comes to Capital Supremacy, and I really like this change. For one, the second phase of this mode, we all know that it lasts forever, but now, once the ship is breached, the team will have 5 minutes to destroy the capital ship before the action returns to the ground. They're changing the capital ship phases to be on a timer, as they say. And the community transmission says that this means that the attacking team will now have a 5-minute window to destroy the generators. Once the time runs out, the battle will return to the planetary phase. I like this change. I've been in matches, and I'm sure you have too, where they just go on forever. It's stagnant, it's a stalemate. I look at my watch and I don't have that much time. So to have the second phase, which is probably my least favorite phase in Capital Supremacy, up when you're up in the capital ships, to have it shorter and more condensed and more concise and faster paced because you're on a timer, I think it will add just a new dynamic to that phase, make it more enjoyable for me at least, and make it more of a tension-filled phase. I'm curious what everybody else thinks of this change. I can see some people being upset with it, but I can imagine that most people will be all thumbs up with this one. Another change that I think is pretty neat, I'm very curious how it's going to play, is contextual spawning, as they call it. So now you'll be able to spawn on command posts, which just adds another, I guess, dynamic to Capital Supremacy. This is one that I'm really gonna have to see how it's implemented in the game, how it works, you know, match to match. As of right now, kind of the squad system I think fits really well with Capital Supremacy. So spawning on command posts, while it does make sense and it's something that I'm kind of surprised wasn't in there from the beginning, I don't know if it's something that I'll be 100% happy with, or it might just be something that I don't even notice, to tell you the truth. It could be one of those things. And the parameters for spawning on your command posts is that your team has to fully control the command post, or your team has to control it and it can be contested as well. So the enemy can be contesting it, you'll spawn a little outside of the command post as far as I understand it. So yeah, that's another subtle change that I think will probably increase the pace of the matches, maybe even make things a little more chaotic. You know, I can imagine the enemy is contesting the command post and then you spawn in, your friends spawn in, your teammates spawn in, and now it's just a big like instant battle and the enemy forces have to kind of push you away from the command post that you already control. Is it going to be like dog piling on to spawn points as soon as people see them being taken over? I can see that happening. I don't know if that will happen, but I can see that happening. But ultimately, this is a change that I can see them either keeping in or maybe taking out. Maybe this is a little test bed, who knows? We're also getting more droid appearances for the B1 battle droids. Getting a pilot, jungle, training. And that looks like it's it for the B1 battle droids as well as the August stuff. Now the August update is scheduled for August 28th, little over a week away. The stuff that's coming in September is probably what I'm most excited for. As we know, Felucia is coming. Felucia has been built from the ground up with Capital Supremacy in mind and is shaping up to be one of the best looking planets we've built to date, if we may say so ourselves. Go for it, you can say so yourself. And while we've been having a ton of fun during our internal playtests on it, we're eagerly awaiting your arrival. So yeah, other than the Rise of Skywalker stuff that's coming in December, Felucia is probably the thing I'm most excited for. You know me, my catchphrase is maps and modes. Those are the two things that I want more than anything. And to have another Capital Supremacy map, something that's unique. It's a unique map. Absolutely, it's a unique location. That will no doubt give a little bit of variety to the map rotation, which I'm always looking for. Another addition is 4-player online co-op. In co-op, all troopers, reinforcements, vehicles, heroes, and villains will be available to play. It's a PvE experience. Players take on both an attacking and defending role. AI play as attackers or defenders, including reinforcements, vehicles, and heroes. You play as troopers, reinforcements, vehicles, and heroes. And this 4-player online co-op is available for Clone Wars only at the time, the Clone Wars era at the start. I'm sure it will be expanded into other eras as well. Also coming is instant action, which is basically single player experiences in large scale game modes, which again, this is something that I'm not too interested in, but I can see how literally hundreds of thousands or millions of players would be interested in this. Couch single player vegging out, or even younger players that aren't as experienced, because I know kind of the running joke is you hop on Xbox Live or PC or PS4 and you just get slaughtered, right? It's not even fun. So maybe the people that I've heard say that kind of stuff would enjoy a single player large scale game mode experience. When this is released, you will be able to play on Capital Supremacy maps: Naboo, Kamino, Kashyyyk, Geonosis, and Felucia. Also coming is the Clone Commando. Quote, as one of the most elite forces within the Grand Army of the Republic, the Clone Commandos would come to be respected by allies and feared by enemies. So the Clone Commandos will be able to switch from blasters to grenades. Primary weapon is a DC-17M. The left ability is an anti-armor attachment. The right ability is a repulsor blast, which sends out a short-range shockwave that temporarily disorients enemies and knocks them back. The middle ability is battle focus, which activates a damage protection aura for the commando and nearby allies. Some appearance changes are coming as well. Not much is known, but they do tease a little bit and say we have a sneaking suspicion that fans of Luke Skywalker and Star Wars A New Hope will enjoy this one. So what is it? Is it young guy tattooing Luke Skywalker? I would dig that. I'm on board. So looking forward past September, it looks like the big bread and butter will be for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, which to me, out of everything on this list, is the most exciting. Just like I was as excited for The Last Jedi, Battlefront 2 content, or solo Battlefront 2 content, whenever we have content surrounding a new movie, where there's mystery around it, we see an environment that we're not familiar with and we get to see it in a movie. That's incredibly exciting for me, and I really enjoy playing in it around the same time that I experience it in the theater. So yeah, I have no idea what planet it'll be on. I have a feeling or a suspicion that the Death Star is going to be in the background. I'm sure it's going to be something from the movie that's grand and huge in scope. Kind of like Crate in The Last Jedi. I'm sure it's going to be on par with that, which Crate is still my favorite map in the game, I think. I love it. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. There's a lot of fun stuff coming up. I'm so glad that they're continuing to put all these resources into the game and keep things fresh and change things up and improve where improvements are needed. And I'm happy with it. HelloGreedo, out.